All right, so ladies and gents, today we are going to be doing a review of the Civivi Incite. This is a nice little knife produced by Civivi, a subsidiary of We Knives. So you've got that We Knife snappy action to the knife. It's good to go as far as the action goes. Fairly drop shutty. I mean, maybe one little shake, and off you go, or away you go. It's a bit of a bigger knife, as I will illustrate here with my size comparison. So we've got pretty much your staples in the barn, your regular horses in the barn here. We've got your PM2. So as you can see, it's a little bit bigger than your PM2 as far as blade length goes. The handle itself is about the same size as the PM2, but you're looking at a little more steel up front. What else do we have for a comparison here? Okay, your rat number one. So it's kind of about your rat number one, kind of in the same neighborhood as the rat number one there. What else do we have? Benchmade bug out. So as you can see, way smaller than the Benchmade bug out. Ha 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 ha. No, it makes the Benchmade bug out look like a bit of a dwarf. So it's definitely bigger than your bug out. So let's see if we can get a big boy in here. Well, not a big boy, but there's your TRM Atom. I'm just throwing that one in there because I got the wicked new scales in that. May the force be with you. And we'll throw a big boy in there. And there we have the Hinderer Full Track. So as you can see, this thing is damn near the same size as the Hinderer Full Track, and the Hinderer Full Track is not a small knife by any stretch of the imagination. So we're looking at a fairly large knife. The specs on it, we're looking at an overall length of 8.46 inches. We're looking at a blade length here of what is that, 3.7. Due to your sharpening / finger choil up here, we're looking at a length of about 3 1/4. Blade thickness, it's a relatively thin stock. There are thinner stocks out there, but it's a relatively thin stock. It's coming in at 0.12 inches, which I can really appreciate because it means this thing can cut stuff. I like it when knives can cut stuff. It's what makes it a knife. It's enjoyable when knives cut stuff. Again, pocket knife, it better be able to get in and out of the pocket relatively easily, and it better be able to cut stuff. Those are the two qualifications for a pocket knife. The rest is comfort and fit and finish, and we will be getting into all that. This is quite a nice knife as far as I'm concerned. Your blade material, you're looking at D2 steel, not the highest quality of steel out there. It's not your M390 or your S35. However, D2 is good to go. There's nothing wrong with D2. You're looking at the handle scales here, which are a blend of G10 and carbon fiber. I do like the blue-black combo. Again, that's a personal preference. Some of my knives, as you saw with my Full Track there and the bug out, I do tend to lean towards things in the blue hue range of colors there. It's, again, personal preference. So I do enjoy the blue-black carbon fiber, and the black carbon fiber. It's not fake. It's real carbon fiber all the way through, which is kind of nice. You're looking at a weight of about 4.3 ounces. So inches to weight ratio, you're not kind of in that Goldilocks zone there. It's not an inch per ounce. It's a little bit of a chubby bunny, but some people like knowing they've got a knife in their hand. So that added weight, not such a bad thing, depending on who you are. Again, this is all personal preference. The thickness of the handle. It is going to be a little bit thicker in the pocket. It's not a slender knife. The thickness of the handle, you're looking at about half an inch, 0.55 inches. So it's not the narrowest of handles. It's not the slim carry that you might want. If that's what you're looking for. However, the pocket clip, which I like, is definitely good to go. Slides in and out of the pocket really well. You've got a nice ramp there to get in and out of the pocket. It's really, really easy to get in and out. And I don't know if you can see it or not in the, let me see if I can, but you can see inside there. Yeah, there you go. You can see inside that they've skeletonized the liner to lighten up the handle. So they know it's a little bit of a chubby bunny, but they have done what they could to lighten it up. And I can appreciate that internal milling, that skeletonization of the liner. The lockup, you're looking here, it's about 50%. See if I can, you're looking at kind of approaching 50% there, maybe 40, 45. As far as centering goes, you're dead on there. I mean, that's pretty much dead on as far as centering goes. So between the centering, absolutely zero blade wiggle. It's got good action, solid lockup, nothing to worry about there. The larger handle does provide some pretty good ergos. The clip is a little bit of a hot spot, as it is with almost every knife out there, but not much. It kind of comes to rest right in the palm of your hand there when you're holding the knife. So I mean, it's not uncomfortable at all. As far as hot spots go, not a bad one at all. You can choke up on the knife quite comfortably, and again, the clip doesn't provide you with very much of a hot spot at all. It just sticks up a little bit right there into the palm of your hand, right at that point there. But they've even done what they can to chamfer the pocket clip itself. So I mean, the chamfering, there's no hard edges. The jimping on the back there on the spine is really well done. I mean, I'm having trouble finding something wrong with this knife. It's got a nice flat grind here, so it's nice and thin behind the edge. It's slicey. I've cut some food with it. I've diced up an apple with absolutely no issues whatsoever. It's a good knife. I enjoyed carrying it. I enjoyed using it. And for the price point, I gotta say, you're getting every dollar out of this thing. You're looking at about $80 US for this knife, which I'm not going to complain about. If you're buying in Canada, up here where I am, I've checked out a few websites and such, and you're looking anywhere between $140 and $150 Canadian, which again, for what you're getting, not bad at all. It's a very nicely done knife. As far as disassembly goes, and I will do a video on that, you're good to go. You need two different sizes. They almost got away with doing one size. It was almost T8 all around. So you're T8 here, you're T8 here, you're T8 on the handle scales. However, you are T6 in here on the clip screws. So keep that in mind when you're doing your disassembly, that you're going to need at least either 2 wrenches or two different bits to get in on this, to get it disassembled and to get it cleaned. I will be doing a disassembly on this knife to show you exactly what is required to get in this thing and to get it cleaned and to get it back together. But for the most part, we are looking at a solid knife. It's well done, good action, nice handle. It's a little bit of a bigger knife, granted, but hey, if you're into bigger knives and you like to know that you've got a knife in your hand and you don't mind it taking up a little bit of real estate in the pocket, because again, it is a bigger knife, then this thing is definitely, if you're sitting on the fence wondering, should I buy it? I would say that you could probably go out and purchase one of these, put it in your pocket, and my guess is that you're probably not going to be regretting it. So as far as it goes, I'm going to sign off on this and say I like this knife. I believe it's a good knife, but again, that's my personal opinion, and you will have yours. And well, I hope you guys all have a great day, and we'll see you in the disassembly video. Have a good one.